Okay.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Glad to have you on our call. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. Can you believe it? I know we haven't even had Thanksgiving, but anyway, excited for the holidays. But there's so many exciting things happening right now with the company, with products, which we're going to share about. But I wanted to introduce Kathy, our fearless leader, who has been a great example for me and for all of us, just paving the way for us. You know, being the 21st millionaire is huge. So we congratulate you, Kathy, for all your accomplishments, and we're so happy to be on your team and to follow your lead. So thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. All right, well, let's get to it because we do have a lot of great stuff tonight. First of all, I want to talk about announcements because there's a lot. Tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of the holiday gift guide promotions, where you can, if you buy 3 e-shots, you get the 4th one free. But you want to be sure that you're not ordering through auto ship. You've got to order through regular wholesale order, and put that 4th e-shot in there, because the system will not add the 4th one to it. You add the 4th one, and then they'll figure out how much it costs for 3 instead of 4. So that's a pretty good promotion. And the same applies for ISA Delights. Buy 3 ISA Delights and get the 4th free. So, you know, if you haven't already taken advantage of it, I suggest you do. That's a really good deal. New products being announced tomorrow. The vegan ISA Pro Shake is finally here in chocolate and vanilla. And we also have a more robust Amped Hydrate in 4 flavors. I think there's a new flavor in there, and we'll hear more about that tomorrow. But that's exciting to have that hydrate. They're using a little less sugar and just a better hydrate. And I already thought it was great. So you want to check your Healthy Giving Guide for pricing and information. And how many of you have had the bone broth? Oh my gosh, I love that bone broth. If you guys haven't tried it yet, order some. I now have my new favorite flavor, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. But we'll talk in a little while about ways that you can promote the bone broth. But let's get right to some training. Yvonne Carlin is on the line with us. I don't know if any of you knew this, but she's for 40 years, she was in radio and TV as an announcer. She's also a national speaker with Stonecroft Ministries. She's been doing that for 14 years. She was also a tour guide at Disneyland, the happiest place in the world. She's a mother of 2, and she has 6 grandchildren. And she's been with Isagenix for 13 years. So I want everybody to give Yvonne a big, warm welcome. We can't hear you, Yvonne. I think you must be muted. Yvonne, we still can't hear you. I don't know what the deal is. Do you need to plug something in?
What about if her volume's just down really low?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
No.
Because she's not muted. Where'd she go? Can't hear you, Yvonne. Can you call in then? Do you have the number to call in? Okay. While we're waiting for her to call in, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about some other things. One of them is the ISA Boss Bingo. How many of you are playing? Well, so we have 27 days to go in the ISA Boss Bingo. Now there's 24 squares. So what does that mean? means you could do this. And how can you do this? Well, what if you took 1 square a day and just accomplished that 1 square? And then choose one item that's really going to stretch you, that maybe is in that same line with the bingo win, and just make that your weekly goal. Okay, so I think that would be a really good way for you to be able to accomplish that. You know what? I've got some interference here. That's better. Okay. So when you accomplish something on one of the squares, be sure and write the date that you did it, okay? Because I'm going to eventually see this board, and I want to see when you accomplish things.
Kathy, can I share my little book? Is this a good time?
Absolutely, go for it.
Yeah, because you were talking about, taking it one step at a time, maybe 1 square at a time. Well, I'm reading this book called One Small Step Can Change Your Life, okay? And it's called The Kaizen Way. And that's exactly what he says. When you see your square, all these squares, and you got 23 of them, 23 or 27?
24.
24.
27.
So you see all these squares, and you may think, oh my gosh, where do I start? Maybe overwhelming. And like Kathy said, just pick one. And that's what the Kaizen way is. If you want to go to the gym, or if you want to, do anything in life, take a baby step, 1 step closer. Like if you want to go to the gym, put your tennis shoes down below your bed. So when you get up in the morning, you're stepping on them like, okay, it's a reminder, you may not be ready to go to the gym. But anyway, 1 small step is going to get you there. So maybe tonight, pick 1 square tomorrow that you say, okay, I'm going to tackle this 1 square and complete it. So don't be overwhelmed. Just, it's a game. It's a fun game. And so just pick 1 square at a time and jump in.
Awesome. Okay. And, sometimes it's difficult to really stay on task and have something that you're doing every single day. But I tell you, that is the key to having a business. If you had a brick and mortar business, would you go to that business every day, 5 or 6 days a week? Sometimes some people are open 7 days a week. They do it without fail. And there's certain things that they do. And that's what you want to do, is create that habit of doing something towards your business and make it count. I mean, really make it count. Let me turn my phone down. Yvonne needs the number. Does anybody happen to have the phone number real quick that they could message her? Okay. But it's that weekly goal that is also key. So you really want to stretch yourself, pick that weekly goal and get her done. And, one of them probably is going to be an enrollment. Make sure you're creating a welcome call and scheduling that with one of us leaders so that you can use that box and check it off. So let's see. So take a look at what you're already doing. Take a look at what isn't a really productive thing that you're doing. Because I'm just as guilty as the next person. I tend to go into avoidance when certain fears and things come up. And what does avoidance look like for me? Busy, busy, busy. That's one thing. Another thing that avoidance looks like is, oh, there's a Netflix thing I could binge on, right? I'm guilty. And I know you guys are guilty of it too. So it's about really deciding and committing to it and not letting those, what did we used to call those, competing commitments get in the way. So that's what I've got for that. Let's see. Is Yvonne on yet?
She's looking for the number. Does anybody have it?
Yeah, I'll get it real quick.
Do you mean the number that I called in with? Is that what she's
Yeah,
looking for?
yeah. If you've got it.
Yeah,
What
obviously I used it. Can I just put it into this call and you text it to her?
Yep.
Will
I
that
just
work?
posted it on the feed here.
Kat?
Well, that's faster. Do you have the code as well?
Ariana, you did it in privately.
Oh, okay. One more time.
Just in case other people are listening to this call and can't get to their computers, the number is 669-900-6833. The code is 558-869-1951.
Okay. So again, code is 558-869-1951. Okay. Yvonne, are you on? I thought I just saw her.
Again, the number I'm texting it to her too, 669-900-6683,
Yes,
Mhm.
code 5588691-951.
yes.
Okay. Let's see what she gets.
Technical issues,
Mhm.
don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff.
Hi, can anyone hear me now?
There you are.
Woo, my
Hear you just
goodness.
great. All right.
Okay.
Well, take it away, Yvonne.
I think I'm echoing. I may have to just get out of the call here.
You know what you can do is get out of your computer.
Okay, I'm off the computer. Okay. Leave meeting. All right, now we won't have an echo. Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. Thanks for everybody's help getting me the number. I was looking up all my phone numbers. All right. I like to listen to Eric Worre, and I know some of us know Eric Worre from GoPro, his book, and we've attended different seminars where he was there. He did a webinar last week that gave us 10 holiday strategies, and when I listened to Eric, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to share this with Kathy, and then Kathy said, let's share it with the team. So there's going to be 10 strategies if you want to take notes on that. But the first one is called Change Your Thinking. And Eric says, November through December, we sometimes think people aren't going to be interested. Oh, they're working for the holidays, they're buying presents, they're not going to be interested in Isagenix. Eric says, change your thinking, because the truth is they are interested. They're looking for opportunities for gifts, which we've got some great gifts to give. We can give the gift of health, and they're looking for extra dollars. So Eric says, change your thinking. That's number one. Number two, he says, all business is conversation. During the holidays, sometimes we try to have less conversations. Again, we think people are too busy or we're too busy. He says, oh no, you have to have as many conversations as you get. And in fact, Eric says you should double or triple your conversations. Okay, that's number two. Number one was change your thinking. Number two, all business is conversation. Number three, preload your calendar with appointments. Get as many appointments as you can on your calendar. And he says, now some of these are going to cancel, some of these aren't going to happen, but he goes, definitely preload them. Just get as many as you can and then run with whatever you can get. The fourth one is gifting strategies. He says, if they already have product, choose which one they like or what they know someone else would like, and then get it for them as a gift. Actually, get that for them. They like Isommune. Get them a gift. If you know something that they really like, make sure you get that. Then give them ideas by asking who they know would like that product. So say they like their morning shake. Okay, you want to send them a shake, send them a package of shake, and say, who else do you know? So that's a gifting strategy. Number 5 is giving and gratitude. And Eric said this is not just for your family. He said, but ask your family to choose a gift. And the one that he came up with, and he kind of prefaced this, he said, okay, he says, I'm kind of financially able to do this. He says, I understand not everybody can. He said, but perhaps while you're at a restaurant, tip the bill total dollars, not your typical percent of bill. And he said that there's been times when he's had like $100 dinner, he's given a $100 tip. And he also said that one time he gave a much larger tip and the server chased him out to the car to make sure. He said, are you sure you didn't make a mistake and you thought that was your bill and you didn't mean that for the tip? And Eric said, no, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And the guy gave him a hug and said, you have no idea what this meant for me and my family. So Eric says for the rest of us, that might be a way to watch a check when you're out there, and instead of giving the normal percentage that you give a little bit extra on the bill. I thought that was kind of a great idea. He said for 30 days, think of 30 people you're grateful for and grateful to. This is still under number 5, giving and gratitude. He says post 1 gratitude a day on Facebook saying why you're grateful for them. Pick one person, one for 30 days, and say, I love Kathy Hilwick. Here's why. Lynn Brace is my friend because, and pick one person and post it. And that's for giving and gratitude. Okay, so we're on number 6. Number 1 was change your thinking. Number 2, all business is conversation. Number 3, preload your appointments. The gifting strategies, giving and gratitude. Number 6 is if you have a team, say that you'd like to interview them on why they got into Isagenix. This, Eric says, is a real attention getter. So you interview them and say, well, what made you get an Isagenix? What first started you? And then you put this on Facebook and you see how other people respond to, oh, is that how they got on Isagenix? And tell your story. He says it really gets people's attention. Number 7, and we're doing this right now. Eric says have a holiday, have challenges and contests. We're doing Isaboss Bingo, and Kathy's going to talk about that more in a minute. He says contests are great. This creates excitement, and it's fun effort, and there's prizes. So he says definitely do that with your team. He says if you have your team members that live close to you, number 8, host a holiday party for your team and their family and customers in your area. Make it a potluck. Make it anything that you'd like, but have everybody get together and talk about what they do for the holidays, talk about what they like about Isagenix, talk about their results on Isagenix, why they love Isagenix. Just everybody get to meet everybody. So have a team party. He says, number 9, promote extra holiday cash. Everybody's looking to have a little more holiday cash. He said, so for us, if Isagenix has a way to pay $500 in 10 days, which we can do, ask if this would help for the holidays and then explain how to do it. If I can show you a way to earn, would you want to know how? That's Eric's famous thing. It's if I, would you? So if I can show you a way to earn $500 in 10 days, would you want to know how? Number 10 is called group coaching. On these calls that we have, coach for goal setting in 2020. Set your goals in advance. And then he gave us a bonus, and that was number 11. He says extra special recognition. He said people struggle this time of year. Send a letter to your team member's family letting them know why this team member is so special. So there are Eric's points. We had change your thinking, all business is conversation, preload with appointments on your calendar, gifting strategies, giving and gratitude, the team interview, challenges and contests. Number 8 is host a holiday party. Number 9 is promoting holiday cash, group coaching, and sending a letter to your team member's family. That's all I have, Kathy.
I think these are all such great ideas. I especially love the recognition ones. Writing a letter to a team member's family. That's just, that one blew my mind. I love that one. Yeah, and anytime you can promote somebody on Facebook, and it doesn't have to be a team member, you can actually, you know, every day for 30 days, just acknowledge somebody and say how much you're grateful for them on their Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea. So thank you, Yvonne. Those are great ideas. Lynn, you had an idea this morning that you were sharing with us about gifting using the bone broth. You're muted.
We're having volume problems tonight.
Here, I'll unmute you, Lynn. There.
Okay.
Great.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Because I cannot see all of you. Wait. Okay. Brought you back. Yeah, it's technical night, right?
Yes, it is.
So yeah, I love the bone broth. And first I thought, oh, maybe one of them is just good, you know, but oh my gosh, I love them both just as much. And I remember, some of you might remember the soup. You know, the soup was okay, but it wasn't like a wow. This is like a wow. So I thought, gosh, all my customers really need to know about this. And you can look up all the benefits of bone broth, and they are so many. I mean, really healing your gut and just so many benefits to it. And so what I thought, oh, it'd be great to give it to my customers as a little thank you note, you know, at Christmas time. So at the store the other day, I picked up a little package of notes. It says Merry Christmas on it. And I'm going to put a little packet of the bone broth inside of it and send it to all my customers and any of my downline that maybe haven't tried it yet, just as a little thank you, you know, thank you for being, you know, a customer. And I'd love to have you, you know, try this bone broth. So I thought that might be kind of fun, and it's such a nice skinny little packet, you know, would go easily into an envelope. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, it's not too late to actually send it out as a Thanksgiving card. You know how Christmas cards kind of get lost in the shuffle because everybody's sending Christmas cards, but not many people send Thanksgiving cards.
Yeah.
So that's a great idea too. And I bet you can go to the dollar store and pick up some Thanksgiving cards, you know?
Yeah.
But I love that idea. And if you don't happen to have somebody's address, what a great opportunity to just give them a call. And if you have to leave a message, just say, hey, I wanted to send you something and I wanted to see if you could, you know, give me your address. And now you've got an excuse to talk to them if they do answer the phone. And if they don't, they're still going to call you or text you to give that information to you.
I just did that this morning. I got an address of my friend. I'm going to send it to her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So who else has a great idea for what you can do over the holidays to share your gratitude or gift somebody?
I will share on the business page, Isagenix business page, and I just actually watched it today, but Tanya Kirkpatrick, she dresses up like a cute little, you know, Santa elf and has a cute little hat, but she goes through a whole bunch of different ideas on what you can do gifting to family as well as gifting the neighbors and the kids' teachers. And, you know, just taking like maybe the lotion and one other face product, putting in a cute little bag, you know, gifting that way. Bone broth is great. She talked about with the mocha shake, actually doing the mocha shake, and this would be good for family, and then a bag of coffee. But she picked up these little ice cube trays at the dollar store. And so what she recommends is you make up a pot of coffee, and then you pour them in the ice cube trays, and then you give them the ice cube tray, and then give them the little recipe. So you're adding the coffee into the mocha shake. She said it's amazing. And even a drop of peppermint oil is kind of fun to do too. But yeah, look for that on the business page, because she has lots of really, really cute ideas.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have so much opportunity over the next couple of months to connect with people that maybe we haven't talked to in months. It's a perfect opportunity to talk to them. And don't discount the fact that you want to be in touch with your customers. Your customers are gold. They create the volume that pays you your cycles. And so let's stay in touch with those customers.
Yeah.
And so back to the ISA Boss Bingo. I have some prizes I want to give away. I can't wait to give them away. There's some cool prizes. One of my favorite is the new blender that the cute little blender. I was in jury duty for 3 days last week, and I took my little blender, and it's got a little cup that you can keep your shake powder in. So all I had to do was buy a bottle of cold water, pour it in, mix it up. It's got a little button that blends it, and it blends it beautifully. You can't use ice because the little blender thing is made out of plastic, not metal, but with cold water, it was fine. And that's what I had for my lunch while I was in jury duty, and it worked great. I have a few of those to give away, and I want to give them away, and they are sold out. You can't get them anymore. The only way to get them is to win in bingo. So I want to be able to gift you guys for your efforts.
Question about the blender, Kathy. Is it a quiet blender?
Very quiet.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to win one.
Okay. Well, I know you're in action. Anyway, three-way calls are still valuable. So if you need three-way calls, the welcome calls are essential for when you've got somebody enrolled. You want to get them on a welcome call. I just did one for Amy today, and I've got another one scheduled with her tomorrow. And if nothing else, it has them feeling like there's a team. It has them appreciative of the little bit of coaching I gave just on that call. It plants the seed for her to share with other people. She said, for sure, when I see that this is working for me, I'm going to be telling everybody. Mm-hmm. And so it's planting seeds, and you want those seeds planted by somebody other than yourself. It's just more powerful, So use us. Well, me, Ariana, Lynn, Amy, Daria, we're leaders who are here just willing and excited for you guys to really build your teams. Because what you do in the next 2 months is going to have a huge effect on what happens in January, February, March, all of 2020. 2020 could be your best year ever, but you've got to put the work in the next couple of months. All right. So that's all I have for tonight. And so let's make it a great week. Daria, you've got something?
Yeah, I love the idea of the bone broth. My word of caution would be you might want to, before you mail a lot out, check with the post office if you need more postage.
They're pretty light, but yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody have a blessed week, and I love you, and we'll talk to you soon.
All
Good night.
right.
Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Thank you, Yvonne.
You're welcome.